Hi, and welcome to Talks with Shay. So, I'm sure everybody's wondering, what is all of this Talks with Shay all about? So, I'm going to just give you a little bit of what it's about and the purpose for it. But first, I want to start with the scripture. Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." And so, this is my vision. I have a vision. I don't want to perish. But this is my vision, my passion, and it has been for a long time. One of my burdens is women that have need of being empowered and uplifted and encouraged. And so for so long, in a lot of years in the past, I've always had to go through difficult times alone. And I feel that I always promise myself, if there's somebody out there that I can help during a tough time that they're facing, I would do whatever I can to be there for them. And so this purpose of Talks with Shay is just to help us women out there, to empower us, to uplift us, and to help encourage us and motivate us to do things, to love ourselves more. Because life has a way of throwing us curveballs that we're not always prepared for. So a couple of months ago, maybe about a month ago, I'll say, to fast forward a little bit, I have been seeking God and praying and asking God what I can do, because I'm passionate about women and I wanted to just reach out to women and do things for women and just help women, empower women in any way that I can. And so praying and fasting and talking to the Lord and seeking God and just listening to little things that people were saying, it was as if God was just lining it up for me to have this idea. And one day I thought about it and I was like, it's like the light bulb just went off, like, and it was like, what about a YouTube channel? And I was like, so I shared that with a friend, well, a couple of friends, and they were like, yeah. So I was like, well, pray with me and we'll see. Talk to my pastor about it and wanted to know what his thoughts were and everything. And so I continued to pray and he prayed with me and we sought the Lord. And I remember the day that he texted me and said, "We think you should go for it." And the tears filled my eyes because I was so passionate about it and I know what I was feeling and the burden that I was carrying, just to empower women and to be there, to be someone that can be transparent with a woman or with women, be honest and open and even vulnerable. And sometimes I feel that we have a tendency of always putting like this facade on. It's like we smiling on the inside, the outside, but on the inside we're shattered. And I've lived that story many times. And so I just felt like I just want something to get out there and just help women that are battling low self-esteem and lack of confidence within themselves. And I started thinking, like, I don't know what else to do. And I thought about a website. I was like, I don't know nothing about technology, but I know somebody that does. And so I just kept on going and praying. And then it was like, okay. And so when my pastor gave me his blessings, him and his wife, and I thought, okay, now I know they'll cover me in prayer and I'll be okay. And so I don't want to do anything outside of God's will for my life or, anybody. I don't want to say anything that's not God or don't do anything. I find so many times people just do things to do it and it's not successful because God's hand is probably not in it. But so many times we have to pray first. The Bible say pray in all things, for all things, through all things, like whatever it is that we're dealing with, we have to be praying, constantly praying without ceasing. And so I'm like, I want this to be covered in prayer. I don't want it just to be something that just, somebody doing just to pass time or to do something that somebody, it's just another person that's just doing this. I want it to empower. I want it to work. I don't want it just to be out there, I got a page. It's not about that. It's so much more than that. And it really doesn't matter if it's just 10 people that watch it every time. It doesn't matter if it's one person. But I know that God will have his way and his will to be done. And that's my deepest thought through it all. And I just want to help us women to teach us how to build ourselves up and stop tearing ourselves down. Because I feel that the world does it enough. We don't need to be doing it to ourselves. And I'm my worst critic, which most of us probably are. And sometimes I have to remind myself, Shalonda, you are beautiful. Shalonda, you are chosen by God. Shalonda, you will do what God is calling you to do. Shalonda, you do have a purpose. And I'm speaking to us ladies out there tonight to let you all know that you do have a purpose in life. And it's time for us to just build each other up. So many times we don't want to be vulnerable and don't want to be open. But that's what Talks with Shay is going to be all about. If you going through things, I want you to be able to reflect back to one of these stations or channels, whatever you want to call it, videos that I've talked on, that it helped you to get through something and empowered you and strengthened you through whatever that you're dealing with. Because we all at one time or another need somebody to encourage us or to lift us up. And there are certain times when we can't do it ourselves and we need the help of other people. Some people are married, so their spouse may be their one is, baby, you're beautiful today. I'm not married yet. So us single women, we need that, and married women need that. Their husband should be telling them they're beautiful every single day. We as women can never hear it too much. And I just believe that this is going to help empower us and bring us together as women to be there for each other. And us single women that's out there, sometimes we get lonely. It's going to be okay, because we're going to be okay. You need to talk with Shay? Just holler at Shay. So in those times of maybe loneliness, you'll be able to go to one of the videos that are posted. We're going to be posting them on YouTube, so you can subscribe to our YouTube station to be able to look at the videos. I'm going to be posting them on Fridays between the time of 5 and 7 p.m. I know it's a 2-hour range, but it's just in case something happens that delays or anything like that. So anytime between 5 and 7. These are pre-recorded videos, so they'll be posted. Again, like I said, on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook at Talks with Shay. Like it, share it, and invite your friends, invite your family. And I'm gearing everything towards women, but there are men that may be needing this information just as well as us women. But my burden is for women. So men, don't feel excluded. If you want to watch it, more than welcome. If you want to like it, you're more than welcome. If you want to even share it, go ahead and do so. If you want to subscribe to it on YouTube, you can do that as well. No discrimination here. The point is to empower us women. And whoever it is out there that needs it, the help, that's who I want to be there to be able to help them with the help of God. So every Friday, these videos, like I said, will be posted between 5 and 7. Again, pre-recorded. You can also contact me at talkswithshay@gmail.com. So during these periods of time, the plan is today is the first one that we air. Next Friday, we'll have a little more introduction of myself and my story. And then beginning for the month of June, we're going to have a topic. I'm praying for direction for that right now. And so for that whole month, every Friday, we'll be talking about a certain specific topic. My plan and my goal is to keep this between 15 and 20 minutes. Nothing more than 20 minutes. Wondering why? Glad you asked. Let me tell you. Because I want this to be enjoyable. I don't want it to feel like a burden and that it's taking too much time away from you, of what you have to do with your family or anything like that. So I want to be considerate that it's just a little nugget of encouragement. Sometimes things go on too long and then we become worn out with it. I don't want Talks with Shay to become like that. I don't want it to be a burden for you, but I want it to be something that's enjoyable. I want it to be positive. So I please ask, if you want to post anything, please post positive things. If you want to post anything or subscribe or whatever message you want to send out, please keep it positive. We don't need the negativity. We get that and we beat ourselves up enough with the negativity. Let's keep the positive energy for Talks with Shay. And I think that God will bless that. Because God is not the author of confusion, but he's a God of peace. And that's what I want this to be about. A peaceful, positive atmosphere that you can come and find some peace from God and peace with Talking with Shay. And so I look forward to meeting with you all and chatting with y'all, hearing y'all inputs, hearing, what topic you want to talk about. I also want to do interviews, maybe once a quarter, bring on someone extra so it's not just always my face, and interview someone else. Again, comes with praying, and then interview these people maybe once a quarter to also find out because what their story is, because we all have a story, and sometimes other people needs to hear other things, because I haven't been through it all, though I feel like it, but I haven't. And so there's women out there, maybe some of you want to share some of your story. Hit me up and let's see what we can do, and we'll pray about it, because I want to do what God wants me to do with this. It's not about me, it's about him, and it's about us, and bringing unity and power to the women that's out there, because we are women with purpose. So in closing, I want to give a special thanks to a few people. First, to God, who has given me this opportunity to be able to even do this channel or video chatting, whatever you want to call it, to empower women, and giving me this opportunity to speak into your lives. And thank y'all for trusting in me. So I thank God for doing that, for everything that he's allowed to come into my life, and the things he's shielded me from that have brought me to where I am today. Because without the things that I've been through in my life, I wouldn't be who I am today. So these trials have made me stronger and stronger in God. So I thank God for that first. Second, I want to recognize my mom, who is like, oh my God, she think that I can do anything, y'all. And so I'm forever grateful to have a mother like that. Though I was raised by my grandmother, who passed away a few years ago, I know she would be so proud of me. So I dedicate this also to her. And I miss her so much. But Mom, thank you for being such a supporter to me in everything that I've ever been through. No matter what I went through and the wrong decisions that I've made, you've always still stuck by my side and believed in me and saw so many amazing things through me, even when I couldn't see it myself. I love you for that, Mom. I thank my pastor and Sister Haygood, my first lady, for them covering me in prayer and praying with me about this whole speaking engagement, empowering women thing that I'm doing here. And so I just thank them, because they covered me in prayer, and I wouldn't have done it without their approval, because I want their blessings to be upon this. And if they have approved me to do this, I know they'll continue praying for me and direction for this that I'm doing and this journey that I'm on. So thank y'all. And I will make you proud by the grace of God of me. And thank y'all for believing in me and trusting in me. I want to also thank Patrice Williams, my BFF, that have been my BFF for so many years. What a great woman. Another one who sees so many amazing things in me when I didn't even see them in myself. Thank you for praying for me always and being sensitive in those little text messages that I get and those phone calls that be right on time. I love you, Patrice. I don't know what my life would be without you. I'm so thankful for you. Alicia Francis. She calls me Mom, y'all. So my little daughter. Thank you for always being more excited than me in everything that I try to do. Thank you for trusting me and being there and being a supporter for me in everything that I do, and always willing to help me in every way that I can. I also want to say thank you to all my church family that are supporting me, my friends, and any other family members. And I also can't forget about everyone else out there that I might not even know yet, but you're here supporting me. You've liked my page, or loved my page, or shared it. Maybe subscribe to the YouTube station as well. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for trusting me to speak into your life. And I pray that some way or somehow, something that is said on every video that I post, that it help and encourage somebody some way. It's not about numbers, but it's about empowering people and doing everything unified and together. Thank y'all so much for trusting me with this new journey and joining me in this new journey. I look forward to what God is going to do. Thank y'all for everything, the love that y'all have shown, the support, and the excitement. I'm excited to see what God is going to do with Talks with Shay. Until next time, be blessed.